loveliness. I am a child of nature, and take after my mother.
A month? What's a month? These divisions of time are purely arbitrary. Who's to say 24 hours make a day?
Well, there is a popular impression to that effect.
Then we'll face it. We'll call each second a minute, each minute an hour, each hour a day, and each day a year. At that rate, we've about 30 years of married happiness before us.
And at that rate, this interview has already lasted 4 hours and 3/4.
How time flies when one is thoroughly enjoying oneself.
That's the way to look at it. Don't let's be downhearted. Remember, there is a silver lining to every cloud.
Yes. Let's be perfectly happy.
By all means, let's thoroughly enjoy ourselves.
It's absurd to cry.
Yes, quite ridiculous.
Join us, our weekly greeting. Fiddle with the light now fleeting. Fickle moments, prithee stay. Fickle moments, prithee stay.
What the mortal joys behollow.
Pleasures come, these sorrows follow.
With a tossing sound and
Go on, don't mind me.
I'm afraid we're distressing you.
Never mind, I must get used to it. Please do it by degrees. Begin by putting your arm around her waist. There, let me get used to that first.
Wouldn't you like to retire? It must pain you to see us being so affectionate together.
No, I must get used to it. Now oblige me by allowing her head to rest upon your shoulder.
like that.
I'm very much obliged to you. Now, kiss her. No! Oh, thank you! Oh, it's simple torture!
Oh, come, Bella. After all, only for a month.
No, it's no use deluding oneself with false hopes.
What do you mean?
My child, my poor child. How shall I break it to her? My little bride that was to have been.
Was to have been.
Yes, you never can be mine.
Oh, I'm so glad!
I've just ascertained that by the Mikado's law, when a married man is beheaded, his wife is buried alive.
Buried alive?
Buried alive! It's a most unpleasant death.
But whom did you get that from?
Oh, from Puba, he's my solicitor.
What do you mean you're mistaken?
So I thought. So I consulted the Attorney General, the Lord Chief Justice, the Master of the Rolls, the Judge Ordinary, and the Lord Chancellor. They're all of the same opinion. Never knew such unanimity on a point of law in my life.
Now stop a bit. This law has never been put into force.
Not yet. You see, flirting is the only crime punishable with decapitation. And married men never flirt.
Of course they don't. I quite forgot that. Well, I suppose I may take it that my dream of happiness is at an end.
Oh, darling. I don't want to appear selfish, and I love you with all my heart. I don't suppose I should ever love anyone else half as much. But, you see, when I agreed to marry you, right now, I had no idea that I should have to be buried alive in a month.
Nor I. It's the very first I've heard of it.
It makes a difference, doesn't it?
It does make a difference, of course.
Because burial alive is such a stuffy death.
Call it a beastly death.
You see my difficulty, don't you?
Yes, and I see my own. If I insist on you carrying out your promise, I doom you to a hideous death. But if I release you, you marry Coco at once.
Oh! Here's how we do if I marry you. When the time has come to finish, the freedom you cherish must be slow to do. Here's how we do. Here's how we do.
Here's a pretty mess, in a month or less. I must die without a wedding, let the bitter tears I'm shedding witness my distress. Here's a pretty mess, here's a pretty mess.
Here's the state of things, to her life she clings. Matrimonial devotion doesn't seem to suit her notion, very young it claims. Here's the state of things, here's the state of things.
If what he says is true, he's dead to marry you. Here's a pretty state of things, here's a pretty howdy do. Here's a pretty state of things, a pretty state of things. Here's a howdy do, here's a howdy do. For if what he says is true, I cannot marry you. Here's a pretty state of things. Here's a pretty howdy do.
My poor boy, I'm really very sorry for you.
Thanks, old fellow. I'm sure you are.
You see, I'm quite helpless.
I quite see that.
I can't conceive anything more distressing than to have one's head broken off at the last moment. But you shan't be disappointed of a wedding. You shall come to mine.
That's very kind of you, but it's impossible.
Why so?
Today I die.
What do you mean?
I can't live without Yum Yum. This afternoon, I perform the Happy Dispatch.
No, pardon me, I can't allow that.
Why not?
Why, hang it all! You're under contract to die at the hand of the public executioner in a month's time. If you kill yourself, what's to become of me? Why, I shall have to be executed in your place.
It would certainly seem so. Ah! Ah!
Now then, Lord Mayor, what is it?
The Mikado and his suite are approaching the city and will be here in 10 minutes.
Mikado! He's coming to see whether his orders have been carried out. Now, look here, you know, this is getting serious. A bargain is a bargain, and you really mustn't frustrate the ends of justice by committing suicide. As a man of honor and a gentleman, you're bound to die ignominiously at the hands of the public executioner.
Very well. Behead me.
What, now?
Certainly, at once.
Chop it chop! Chop it chop! I don't know about prepared to execute gentlemen at a moment's notice. Why, I've never even killed a cockroach.
Still, as Lord High Executioner...
My good sir, as Lord High Executioner, I've got to be headed in a month. I'm not ready yet. I don't know how it's done. I mean to take lessons. I'll begin with the sheep and work my way through the animal kingdom until I come to a second trombone.
Here's a second trombone.
I suppose that as a humane man, I would accept the post of Lord High Executioner if I hadn't thought the duties purely nominal. I can't kill you. I can't kill anything. I can't kill anybody.
Come, poor fellow. We all have unpleasant duties we must discharge at times. After all, what is it? If I don't mind, why should you? Remember, sooner or later it must be done.
Must it? I'm not so sure of that.
What do you mean?
Why should I kill you when making an affidavit that you've been executed will do just as well? Here are plenty of witnesses. The Lord Chief Justice, Lord High Admiral, Commander, Chief Secretary of State of the Home Department, and Chief Animal Handler.
But where are they?
There they are. They'll all swear to it, won't you?
Am I to understand that all of us high officers of state are required to perjure ourselves for your safety?
Why not? You'll be grossly insulted, as usual.
Will the insult be cashed out or at a date?
It will be a ready money transaction.
Well, it will be a useful discipline. Very good, choose your fiction and I'll endorse it. Ha ha, family pride, how do you like that, my buck?
But I tell you that life without Yum Yum.
Oh, yum yum, yum yum. Father Yum Yum. Here, go and fetch Yum Yum. Take Yum Yum and marry Yum Yum. Only go away and never come back again. Ah, here she is. Yum Yum, are you particularly busy?
Not particularly.
You've 5 minutes to spare?
Yes.
Then go along with His Grace the Archbishop of Titipu. He'll marry you at once.
If I'm to be buried alive.
Now don't ask any questions, but do as I tell you, and now people will explain all.
But one moment.
Not for worlds! Here comes the Mikado, no doubt to ascertain whether I've obeyed his decree. If he finds you alive, I shall have the greatest difficulty in persuading him that I've beheaded you. Close think that, for here he comes.
Mia sama, onoma no mayemi, hira hira suru no anajana. Toko tonyare tonyare na. Mia sama, onoma no mayemi, hira hira suru no anajana. Tonyare, tonyare na.
From every kind of man obedience I expect. I'm the Emperor of Japan. I'm his daughter-in-law elect. Everybody listen, he's my government, he's daughter-in-law elect. My morals have been declared particularly correct. Nothing at all impediment, those who are getting elect.
Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
My nature is love and light, my freedom from all defect. It's insignificant, quite compared with this sentimental intellect.
How bound to his daughter-in-law elect.
A more humane Mikado never did in Japan exist. To nobody's second, I'm certainly reckoned a true philanthropist. It is my very humane endeavor to make, to some extent, each evil liver a run, harmless merriment. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and let each prisoner pent unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment. All disrespectful audience members who chatter and bleat and bore, I've sent to hear lectures by Harvard professors who teach from 10 till 4. The amateur tenor whose vocal villainies all desire to shirk shall during off hours exhibit his powers to Madame Tussauds waxwork. The corporation that gives its officers raises while claiming a loss, its short-sighted leaders will find bottom feeders are going to use them for floss. The operatic hack who tries to improve on Gilbert's words shall be forced to include a brief interlude when the end of the first doesn't rhyme. My object of sublime I shall achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner bent, and living will represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
His object all sublime, he will achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner bent, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
All double-dealing politicians who base their campaigns on lies, these cynical sages shall alter their wages to match those who serve them fries. The music hall singer attends a series of masses and fugues and pops by Bach and Beethoven, Wishbone and Beethoven, and classical Monday pops. The MIT student who anyone catches his fate's the worst of all. He'll meet his doom in a lecture room at a desk that's far too small, and there he'll write a new dissertation without any chance to view any notes from his courses or primary sources until the defense is through. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner bent, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
His object all sublime, he will achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner bent, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
We are honored in being permitted to welcome your majesty. I guess the object of your majesty's visit, your wishes have been attended to. The execution has taken place.
Oh, you've had an execution, have you?
Yes, the coroner has just handed me his certificate.
I am the coroner, and this is the certificate of his death. At Titipu, in the presence of the Lord Chancellor, Lord Chief Justice, Attorney General, Secretary of State for the Home Department, Lord Mayor, and President of the Ben Morris Impersonation Society. They are all present, Your Majesty. I counted them myself. Very good house. I wish I'd been in time for the performance.
A tough fellow he was, too. A man of gigantic strength. His struggles were terrific. It was really a remarkable scene.
Describe it.
But criminal minds he brought him down in a state of wild alarm.
With a frightful, frantic, fearful frown, I bared my big, bright arm. I seized him by his little pigtail, and on his knees fell he. As he struggled and struggled and gurgled and gurgled, I drew my sneakers never shall I forget the cry or shriek that shriek and hear as I gnashed my teeth and from his sheath I pulled my sneakers free.
We know him well, he cannot tell untrue or groundless tales. He always tries to utter lies, and every time he fails.
He shivered and shook as he gave the sign to the stroke he didn't deserve. When all of a sudden his eye met mine, and it seemed to brace his nerve. He nodded his head and kissed his hat, and whistled an air did he. As the saber true cut cleanly through his cervical vertebrae. His The man's afraid of it. It's a cheering sight to see, and it's all I'm glad that all that's sad was soothed by sight of me.
A terrible tale you can't assail with truth, it quite agrees. Her taste exact, who calls the sack, amounts to body disease.
Now, though you'd have said that head was dead, for its owner dead was home. It stood on its neck with a smile well bred, and bowed 3 times to me. It was none of your imputed pomp and not, but as humble as could be. For it clearly knew the deference due to a man of pedigree. So now his death now was a touching sight to see. Though drunkless yet, it couldn't forget the deference due to me.
His haughty look, he speaks the truth whenever he finds it pays. And in this case, it calls a place exactly as he says. Exactly, 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 exactly as he
Oh, this is very interesting, and I should like to have seen it. But we came about a totally different matter. About a year ago, my son, the heir to the throne of, Japan, bolted from our imperial court.
Indeed, had he any reason to be dissatisfied with his position? None whatsoever. On the contrary, I was going to marry him, yet he fled.
I am surprised he should have fled from one so lovely.
That's not true.
No.
You hold that I am not beautiful because my face is plain. You know nothing. You are still unenlightened. Learn then that it is not in face alone that beauty is to be found. My face is unattractive.
It is.
But I have a left shoulder blade that is a miracle of loveliness. Come miles to see it. And my right elbow holds a fascination few can resist.
Allow me.
It is on show Tuesdays and Fridays on presentation of visiting card. As for my circulation, it is the greatest in the world.
And yet he fled.
Yes, and is masquerading in this town, disguised as a second trombone.
A second trombone!
Yes. I wouldn't be troubling you too much to produce the gentleman for me. He goes by the name of...
Nanky Poo!
Nanky Poo.
It's quite easy. That is, it's rather difficult. In point of fact, he's gone abroad.
Abroad? His address?
Harvard.
What's the matter?
See? Here!
Is it Japanese?
His name! Nanky Poo!
Oh,
Beheaded this morning! Oh, where shall I find another? Oh, where shall I find another?
Dear, this is tiresome. My poor fellow, in your anxiety to carry out my wishes, it appears you have beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan.
I beg to offer an unqualified apology.
I decided to associate myself with that sentiment of regret.
We really had no notion.
Of course you hadn't. How could you? Come, my good fellow, don't stress yourself. It was no fault of yours. If a man of exalted rank chooses to disguise himself as a second trombone, he must take the consequences. Let's see you take on so. I've no doubt he thoroughly deserved all he got.
We are infinitely obliged to your majesty.
Much obliged, Your Majesty.
Very much obliged, Your Majesty. Obliged? Not a bit. Don't mention it. How could you tell? Of course we couldn't tell who the gentleman really was.
It wasn't like it was written on his forehead.
It might have been on his pocket handkerchief. But Japanese don't use pocket handkerchiefs.
I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Punishment! Punishment!
Yes, something lingering with boiling oil in it, I fancy, something like that. I think boiling oil occurs in it, but I'm not sure. I know it's something humorous, but lingering with boiling oil. Melted lead. Come, don't fret. I'm not the least bit angry.
If your majesty will accept our assurance, we had no idea.
Of course.
I really knew nothing about it.
I wasn't there. That's the pathetic part of it. The fool of an act says compassing the death of the heir apparent. There's not a word about mistake.
No.
Not knowing.
No.
Having no notion.
No.
Not being there.
No.
There should be, of course.
Yes.
But there isn't. It's the slovenly way in which these acts are always drawn. But cheer up, it'll be all right. I'll have it altered. Next session. Now about your executions, would after luncheon suit you? Can you wait till then?
Oh, yes. We can wait till then.
Then we'll have it after luncheon.
I don't want any lunch.
I really am very sorry for you all, but it's an unjust world, and virtue is triumphant only in theatrical performances. See how the fates their gifts allot. For A is happy, B is not, yet B is worthy, I dare say, of more prosperity than A.
Is B more worthy?
I should say he's worth a great deal more than A.
Yes, A is happy, oh so happy, laughing ha ha, chaffing ha ha, nectar fluffing ha ha ha, ever joyous, if I were fortune, which I'm not, B should enjoy his happy lot, and A should die in misery. That is assuming I am B.
But should A perish,
That should he, of course, assuming I am B. B should be happy, oh so happy, laughing papa, chaffing mama, nectar puffing ah. But condemned to die is he, wretched meritorious B. But condemned to die is he, wretched meritorious B.
A nice mess you've got us into with your nodding head and the deference due to a man of pedigree.
merely corroborative detail meant to give artistic verisimilitude to an otherwise bald and unconvincing narrative.
Corroborative detail? Corroborative fiddlestick!
And you're just as bad as he is with your catty designs, whistling and air. But that's so like you. You must put in your oar.
Oh, it was about you and your big right arm.
Yes, and your sticker snake.
Well, never mind that now. There's only one thing to be done. Nangi Poo hasn't started yet. He must come to life again at once. Ah, here he is. Here, Nangi Poo. I've good news for you. You're reprieved.
Oh, but it's too late. I'm a dead man. And off for my honeymoon.
Oh, nonsense. A terrible thing has just happened. It seems you're the son of the Mikado.
Oh, but that happened some time ago.
Is this a time for airy persiflage? Your father is here, and with Katisha.
My father? And with Katisha?
Yes, he wants you, particularly. So does she.
But he's married now.
But bless my heart, what's that got to do with it?
Katisha claims me in marriage, but I can't marry her because I'm married already. Consequently, she will insist upon my execution, and if I'm executed, my wife will have to be buried alive.
You see our difficulty.
Yes! I don't know what to be done.
There's one chance for you. If you could persuade Katisha to marry you, she'll have no further claim on me. And in that case, I could come back to life without any fear of being put to death.
I marry Katisha.
I really think it's the only course.
But my good girl, have you seen her? She's something appalling.
Oh, it's only her face, and after all, she has a left elbow, which people come miles to see.
I hear her right earlobe is much admired by connoisseurs.
My good sir, I decline to pin my heart upon any lady's right earlobe.
It comes to this. While Katisha is single, I prefer to be a disembodied spirit. While Katisha is married, existence will be as welcome as the flowers that bloom in spring. The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, bring promise of many sunshine. As we merrily dance and we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that they bring, tra-la, of summer of roses and wine, of a summer of roses and wine. And that's what we mean when we say that a thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, have nothing to do with the case. I've got to take under my wing, tra-la, a most unattractable thing, tra-la, with a caricature of a face, with a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing. Oh, bother the flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, oh, bother the flowers of spring.
My soul is still my body's prisoner. Remote the peace that death alone can give. My doom to wait, my punishment to live. Hearts that break, they still take, for all love's sake, but do not strive. Though with each breath they long for death, as witness that my living eye,
The mystery has robbed me of my love. But vengeance pursues. They are eating the full.
Cadishop! Behold the suppliant, you feed Cadishop mercy!
Mercy! Had you mercy on him? See here, you have slain my love. He did not love me, but he would have loved me in time. I am an acquired taste. It takes an educated palate to love me. I was educating his palate when he left. Well, he is dead. Where am I to find another? It takes years to train a man to love me. Am I to go through the whole weary round again? And at the same time implore mercy from you, who robbed me of my prey? I mean, my pupil, just as his education was on the point of completion. Oh, where am I to find another? Ah! Here. What?
Cadishop, for years I have loved you with a white-hot passion that is slowly but surely consuming my very vitals. No, shrink not from me. If there is aught of woman's mercy in your heart, turn not away from a lovesick suppliant whose every fibre thrills at your tiniest touch. Ah! True, it is that under a poor mask of disgust I have endeavored to conceal a passion whose inner fire is embroiling the soul within me. But the fire will not be stifled. It defies all attempts at extinction and bursting forth all the more eagerly for its long restraint. It declares itself in words that will not be weighed, that cannot be schooled, that should not be too severely criticized. Katisha, I dare not hope for your love, but I will not live without it.
Darling, you, whose hands still reek with the blood of my betrothed, dare to address words of passion to the one you have so foully wronged?
I do accept my love, or I perish on the spot.
Go to. Who knows so well as I that no one ever yet died of a broken heart?
You know not what you say. Listen. Free by a river, a little boat, it sang below it. grave. And an echo arose from the suicide's grave. Oh, willow, now I feel just as sure as I'm sure that my name isn't Willow, Willow, Willow. That 'twas blighted affection that made me exclaim, oh, Willow, Willow. And if you remain callous and obdurate, I shall perish as he did, and you will know why. Though I probably shall not explain as I die.
Oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow.
Did you really die of love?
You really did.
All on account of a cruel little hen?
Yes,
Poor little chap.
it's an affecting tale and quite true. I knew the bird intimately.
Did you? You must have been very fond of her.
His devotion was something extraordinary.
Poor little chap. And if I refuse you, will you go and do the same?
At once.
No, don't do that. Anything but that. Oh, I'm a silly little goose.
You are.
And you won't hate me because I'm just a teeny, weeny bit bloodthirsty.
Oh, Katisha, is there not beauty even in bloodthirstiness?
Why, I did exactly. There's beauty in the herb of the forest. There is grandeur in the crown of the hill. There is elegance when running, and the lion is running, and the tiger is lashing of his tail.
Yes, I like to see a tiger from the cover of the night, especially when natural is tail.
Volcanoes have a grandeur that is grim, and earthquakes have terrified adults. But to me, scientific, there is nothing that's striking in the falling of a flight of thunderbolts.
Yes, in spite of all my meanness, if I have given weakness, it's a passion for a flight of thunderbolts. If that is so superior, brilliant, and idiotic, so what? I will go and there is beauty in extreme old age. Do you fancy you are elderly enough? Information I request on a subject interesting is a big old man when she's tough. I will not marry you, think. Won't you wait till you are 80 in the shade? There's a fascination frantic in a ruin that's romantic. You think you are sufficiently decayed.
I have feelings of attention, and I think I am sufficiently decayed.
Now then, we've had a capital lunch and we are quite ready. Have all the painful preparations been made?
Your Majesty, all is prepared.
Then produce the unfortunate gentleman and his two well-meaning of his guide to the conference.
Mercy! Mercy for Coco! Mercy for Pity Sing! Mercy even for Cuba!
I beg your pardon, I don't think I quite caught that remark. Mercy even for Cuba.
Mercy! My husband that was to have been is dead, and I have just married
difficulty is that, seeing as you have slain the heir apparent,
The heir apparent is not slain.
bless my heart, my son!
And your daughter-in-law elected.
Traitor! You have betrayed me!
I have betrayed you.
Yes, I think you are owed a little explanation, but I think he will leave it better owed than in pieces.
Your Majesty. It's like this. It is true that I stated that I had killed Mikado.
Yes, with the most affecting particulars. Very corroborative detail meant to give artistic
Well,
version.
refrain from putting in your oar. It's like this. When your Majesty says,
Let a thing be done.
it is as good as done. Practically, it is done, because your Majesty's will is law. Your Majesty says,
Kill gentlemen.
and a gentleman is told off to be killed. Consequently, that gentleman is as good as dead. Practically, he is dead. And if he is dead, why not say so?
I see. Nothing could possibly be more satisfactory.
For he's gone and there he goes now. Your anger may vary, for all will be merry. I think you had better to go. And join our expressions of grief.
On the subject, I pray you be dumb. Your notions, though many, are not worth a penny. The word for your guidance is mum. You